Hi, Soul Lights. Wonderful to connect with you. So we're going to be looking at the energies of January in this reading. As always, you can jump to the timestamp. I will pause the video for a bit so you can look at the cards a little more. We've got soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3 here. I've also uploaded, or am editing and about to upload, the themes for 2022. I looked at predictions, what's coming up in 2022 for you, but also the theme. What is your soul going to be focused on? And I must say it's seems to be a pretty dynamic year is what I'm seeing. So January brings a bit of contemplation, looking more at the spiritual aspect of life. You're going to be reevaluating your relationships to see how do they fit in. Do they fit in where you are now and where you're going? A lot of you are going to be either making major decisions, major purchases, or contemplating them. In other words, planning. There's a lot of financial planning. There's a lot of planning that has to do with energy in January, where you expend your energy and how, whether it's with yourself, other people. Many of you are going to be looking at live-work balance, time. How much time do you have for yourself or the things that you really want to do? A lot of you are going to be mapping out a new direction, okay? That's probably going to come anywhere between February, March on. Some of you are in this kind of February, March, maybe April time frame of big decisions, moves. A lot of moving and shaking. I feel like a lot of transition and change. But what I mean by moving and shaking is that where if you felt that things have been stagnant, they're going to be picking up. Now, if they don't pick up for you in January, you'll see where and how things are going to pick up and what is the new direction that you're going to be going in. So take time to contemplate this month. I would say do a lot of journaling. I do a lot of journaling. I've been doing a lot of deep work. The main thing also I want to say is many of you are going to get the idea or the understanding that your life doesn't have to stop just because you've gone through some trauma, a tragedy, or you're doing healing. A lot of you are going to say, hey, this is my life. I took it on and I have the tools. When I'm triggered, I know what to do. I do shadow work, I do counseling, I do life coaching, whatever it is that you do. You do energy work, whether you're doing it for other people or receiving it. You're going to be taking much more of a philosophical look at life and saying, hey, whatever circumstance I'm in, I just need to go for it now. You know, if you think you're too fat, too thin, too tall, overweight, underweight, hair's too straight, too curly, too brown, too gray, too blonde, whatever it is that you've been looking at that you feel like you need to get over this hurdle or hump. I do feel January brings a really wonderful reevaluation that, you know what, that's life, that's humanness, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go forward. So a lot of self-searching, evaluation, reevaluation. Many of you may have people that come back in your life to just wrap things up, to move forward or get clarity or deeper understanding. And if it doesn't happen with you with an external person, it's going to happen for you within your own self, where you really come to terms with things. I feel like this January is a much different energy. If you've watched my readings in the last, I'm more consistent now because I'm able to start devoting more time, which I'm really excited about. But if you listen to my podcast, Awakenings with Michele Meiche, the last few Januaries have just kind of rolled in. It's like 2 years in one, it's like, but this January, there is a departure. You're going to feel a different theme. You're going to feel a different energy. You're going to feel a different resolve. Many of you are going to feel much more connected to your inner knowing, your inner authority. You're going to feel something is different about this year. Something is different about me. And some of you, yes, it's going to be some things externally, but for many of you, it's going to be something internally. It's going to be how you're looking at things. All right, let's give a pause here to look at the cards. Hello, dear one. If you picked soul story number 1, This is your soul messages. These are your soul messages. This is the soul group that's resonating for you. Now, of course, it may be this soul group and the others as well. You decide. Okay, let's see what you got. Outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from attachment, surprise, delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I am open to receive. Wow, powerful way to start January. Trust, allow me divine to give you my deepest longings. Trust you to know exactly how to handle them. And I would notice the butterfly here. This is what I feel like you're getting uncaged. Soul group number 1, you're getting uncaged. There's something that you're trusting yourself more, you're trusting your path more. And then you got sacrifice, which I feel you have been doing. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. This I feel is about you, your life, and what you want to go for. So this January, and I would actually say for you, if you chose this soul story, number 1, January and also 2022 brings you into a time of more trust, honesty. I'm hearing radical trust, like fierce, like I'm going to do this. I'm moving forward. And I feel like the sacrifice might be with certain things that you used to put attention to. You've been doing a lot of sacrifice is what I'm hearing. But you're also sacrificing knowing what's going on. And I feel the little will. You're sacrificing a bit more of the mundane to kind of dare to dream, dare to move forward. Some of you, this does bring, I have to tell you, I do feel for some of you, it does bring a relationship in. There is a special person coming into you. It could be someone to help you, or it's a wonderful mirror is what I'm hearing from Source. It's a wonderful mirror for you. It's funny, I wanted to say spirit, but I heard Source. So some of you could even have a really strong trust in God or faith. Maybe you've gotten through a lot and you're realizing that your spiritual practice is really helping you, your belief in, meditation, prayer, mindfulness, mantra, affirmative prayer, visioning, whatever you've been doing. But you've gotten to this place where it's like, I now need to, the next step is I have to trust myself and I have to trust the circumstances that are in my life right now before I can change them, before I can do something different. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay, I'm also hearing the name Bob or Robert. I don't know who that's for. Someone on this, 8 of Pentacles. So work, whether on yourself. So again, finance. I do feel like in the beginning of the reading, I said some people are going to be making big purchases or preparing for big purchases. Many of you are going to be setting down roots someplace else. Now that could be roots in a relationship, that could be roots in career, that could be roots in actually moving. Fool, wow. You got outrageous openness, trust, and now you have the Fool card. So to me, that's like really emphasizing you have to trust. And also soul story number 1 with this 8 of Pentacles, I'm really getting that you put in the work there. You have a good foundation, whether you realize it or not, to move forward. Then you got the Queen of Swords here. And I'm noticing 2 people here. So I'm really getting, again, that this has to do with some kind of connection, some person in your life that's going to help you get clear, get clarity, is a good mirror for you. You might want to look on my website, soulplayground.life, on my blog. Just do a search for projection perception, taking back projections, or guidelines for taking back projections. Also, projection is a mirror, perception is a window. So you have a lot to do starting in January, probably mid-January, and definitely into 2022, a lot to do with relationships, mirroring, seeing who or what are someone mirroring to you. Also jobs. Make sure those of you that are going for a job change, or that it's the people there are mirroring enough of your understanding and reality, your own individuality on a soul. Now, obviously, if you have to take a job to bring in money, I get it. and that's more of a transitional job for you. I feel for many of you, you're going to be a little bit more choosy in relationships and in jobs or positions that you take, because you are taking this chance on yourself, this next level, this big leap is what I'm hearing. Then you've got Queen of Wands. The middle card is death. Yeah, death, rebirth, transformation. Let's see, let's just look at this. And then you've got the Eight of Swords. So you might feel it's a little 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. But that's the outer reality. The Queen of Wands is telling me underneath the Eight of Pentacles that you're radically changing your life. It's outrageous change, outrageous openness. I mean, I love this card. In fact, I think I'm going to leave this up for you to see during the reading, because I really think this card, the meaning is really symbolic for you right now. I hope you can see that yet. And trust. I think these are really two really important things for you in January, and in fact, probably for many of you all of 2022, is openness to yourself. It's kind of a vulnerability, a porousness. It's like the hard edges are dissolving because you have this fierce inner strength. And that might be why even this Queen of Swords, you may be with someone, it could be a friend, family member, somebody you meet, you may say, wow, I used to be like that. And I'm much more open, or I'm letting more of my dynamic aspect of me come through more. Very powerful. And just as I'm saying very powerful, you've got the Strength card. Of course, Leo energy here. So we've got some Pluto, Leo, but strength. See what I'm saying? You've got the inner strength to move forward, to do whatever it is you want to do. And then King of Swords. So there could be some business dealings that you're reevaluating or looking through in January. If there are relationship issues, I feel you're going to be able to work through them in January. And then King of Chalices. That's King of Cups. Some of you could be working with children or have children, and there's some concern, or maybe you're homeschooling. There's a lot to do, I feel, with nurturing and care in January, whether of yourself. There could be someone in your home sick. That might just be flu or something, not a big deal, but that you're having to nurture. So again, there's this balance. That might be the sacrifice balance of your time, your needs and wants with family. Or, you know, you wanted to do certain things and now you have to wait. You know, you're not able to do everything that you wanted to do. But basically, things are opening for you. In January, you are going to feel like things are opening, or I see the road, I see what I need to do, and I see where I need to go. That's really important for you. I see what I need to do, and I see where I need to go, or where I'm going. Okay, we're going to get one card here. I'm also getting a lot with you with visualizing or envisioning. Some of you help others with this. I keep seeing like a chalkboard or whiteboard, or like a, what do you call it, PowerPoint. So I don't know if some of you are doing some kind of, whether for yourself or company, a lot with working with teams or groups. That's coming up for you. There we go. Let's see what the message is here. Time out. So making sure you take that time out. That time, you know, you've got to replenish, refresh, renew. Remember I said there's something with work balance. Balancing your personal time, the time for to-dos and things. So, but January, there's going to be a little bit of a space where you're able to take that time out, is what I'm hearing. Oh, this is beautiful for you, soul group number 1. Every journey starts with a single step. So really, January, just really love yourself and appreciate yourself, validate yourself for where you are, acknowledge yourself. Yes, acknowledge yourself, really validate yourself for just how far you've come, what you know now, your wisdom, what you're focused on now. And know that, and again, that Eight of Pentacles, to me, this is reiterating this, that every journey starts with a single step. And so whatever that step is, how, if you perceive it a small step, a big step, it's a step. It's a step. And it's an important step, whatever you're embarking upon. see here if we've got a message. Okay. Oh, so someone's thinking of you. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So some of you in January, there could be a separation, whether to work or something going on, or someone's at a distance, I feel. And also someone could be returning. There could be someone returning to your life or your circle, or you're returning to something or someone is what I'm hearing. Very, very much about openness, being honest with yourself, with others, honest and open about your needs and wants. Use your spiritual tools, life path healing. So to me, this goes into every journey starts with a single step. You have all the tools. It's now time to move forward. You have all that you need inside. It's time to move forward. You're in this major transformation where you have been, and now you're going to be coming out of it. Now you're this movement forward, okay? This outer movement that's going to take some radical trust, being open to yourself, open to life, open to relationship, open to the decisions you're making and following through. So you've got a lot of new stuff on the horizon, soul story number 1, okay? Happy New Year. And I wish you so much love, light, prosperity, and soul fulfillment. Your soul insights mantra is, I have all that I need to move forward and follow through. Take good care and shine bright. Hello, soul story number 2. This is your reading. All right, we're going to start with oracle cards here. Oh, this one comes out. Soul writing. Ask your soul, another one about soul, channeling, and divine animals. Okay, so January, okay, first of all, I'm definitely getting that there's a special animal with you now, maybe a little fur baby, dog, cat, perhaps even on the other side that you're very connected to, very close to, that wants to say, I see you. And you're sad. You're sad. The ones that this is about someone that's passed on, you're a bit sad, or you have a lot of memory, good memories. Now, that's for a few of you. Now, for a lot of you, what I get January has to do soul writing, automatic writing, journaling, freedom of consciousness, anything that you can do to open up more to your inner process. Because I also feel some of you are very intuitive, aware, maybe even starting to channel your own wisdom or insights, or maybe you're working with guides. But a lot of you, I also feel there's something opening up about more of a creative life, more self-expression, which is soul expression. I'm trying to think of that book. Judith Cameron, about the artist's way. The artist's way could really be helpful for you. I feel like this, January, but also 2022. It's funny because information about 2022 has come in soul story number 1, and now it's coming in your reading as well. It has a lot to do with opening up more to creative expression, soul expression, different ways of creating, and perhaps many different ways of manifesting. You may be doing multiple things. It may be also that you're focused more on art or music. I'm just hearing toning, sound. Some of you could be working vibrationally. Some of you could have your own healing practice or be doctors. I get a lot of health and healing. Some of you lawyers. I don't know if there's going to be legal dealings or not, but I just heard lawyers. Somehow you're representing people. whether that's as a manager where you're representing the needs, or HR. There's something that has a lot to do with you mediating and managing in January. And also that your soul has a lot of information and messages for you. So this is also for you, January, I feel is like a deepening of more of a connection to your soul. Some of you may have not even been focused on the soul aspect to you, maybe just yourself as spirit, a spiritual being. But your soul has the design for you, the divine design. So there's a lot to do with you really looking at your innate gifts. I also hear power, your power. And I'm also reminded, these cards are so slippery, very slippery. This might be a better way to shuffle them, yeah. Okay, wow, there's a lot with centering. There's going to be a lot going on. If things have been kind of slow or stagnant, January things really pick up. And I'm also reminded that there's something about you living much more independently, much more fiercely. Maybe Leo, maybe you're Leo, or there's some, again, self-expression, soul expression, fierceness. There's a lot of heart energy too. But really passion and purpose. Look at, there's two hearts here. There's the divine animals, and then also ask your soul. So getting to the heart of the matter, truth, following what matters to you, following your inner truth, being more attuned to your heart, okay, is another way to look at it. So we're going to lay out the cards. 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands, right under Ask Your Angels. I feel like you haven't gotten the whole picture. At least when I'm doing this reading, it's like I'm hearing I haven't got the whole picture. I don't have a clue, or something's missing. 8 of Cups. You've got the 6 of Cups. And in the center, you've got Temperance. So yeah, you're definitely going through some kind of process, alchemical process, perhaps even rebalancing your life or looking at balance. But I also am getting, and again, sometimes with Temperance, we're remixing. We're mixing and remixing. There's a different mixture, and we don't know yet how it's going to come out. Then you've got the Chariot, 3 of Wands, Knave of Wands, Insights moving, and then Strength at the bottom. So the outcome is strength to go on. And it's interesting because strength is, Leo. Strength card is ruled by the astrological sign Leo, and then you've got divine animals here, and you've got a lion on here. I really get a mixed bag with you for January. I mean, there's a lot going on. You might feel a bit overwhelmed, like things either don't let up or all of a sudden they pick up. They really go to this heightened next level. Some of you could be dealing with decisions about contracts, legal dealings, accepting which job do you accept or which position, or do you go for that raise? Do you move now or do you move later? So January, there's a lot of pending decisions around you is what I'm hearing. But it does show you having the forefront to get through things. The strength, the fortitude is there, the determination, the drive is coming back. So for some of you, this could be something business-wise. I'm also hearing political. So I don't know if you follow politics or in politics, or there's something that's going on politically that somehow affects you. I don't know if you like it or don't like it, but I do hear a lot to do with politics. So I don't know if you're a big news buff, some of you, but something is going to be affecting your business that has to do with news or politics, policies, or it could be new policies coming and you're really being asked to kind of dig deeper within yourself to see what is the new direction that I want to go in, or am I meant to go in? You're going to start asking yourself more and more, what am I meant to do? Okay, what do I want to do on a soul level? What am I really meant to do? And so I do feel this month is also a lot about getting more in touch with your feelings, how you feel about something. If something feels off or doesn't feel right, you're going to be listening to that more. A lot to do with balancing a lot. Home, family, or personal time, work time, other people time. There's a lot of constriction, restriction, and then getting things done when you can. I even see for some of you, there's some repairs of some devices and or maybe refrigerator, dryer, so some machines need to be repaired. So yeah, there's a lot going on with you. Some of you also could be making dietary changes is what I'm hearing, releasing something, giving up something that you used to do, drink, smoke, or doing it less. So you're really coming into this new balance is a big part of what I'm seeing. But it's also a very, it's also kind of a really kind of balancing the spiritual and material aspect of life, I would say also. So there's a lot to do with nurturing your spirit, connecting more to your spirit, understanding your soul more, which means understanding you more, your true you. And some decisions. So some of you may have, like, what is it, the proverbial, New Year's resolutions. But, I feel like some of you are it's like a Capricorn and are very focused on what it is you want to do, need to do, what you're no longer doing, what you're getting rid of. There's this great focus coming in for you. Believe, you've got believe. Believe that you can do it. I mean, that's part of what I'm hearing. And then unconditional love. I feel that could be for someone, but that's mainly for you. And you've got these hearts here in divine animals. You're really being asked to love yourself unconditionally through whatever you're going through and believe that you can make the changes. Whatever you're embarking upon, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of time and focus. It's a lot of balancing. So you are doing it. You'll have the strength to do it. I feel like when you get through this, especially as we get more into 2022, February, perhaps March, April on, you're in a much better position. You're feeling the strength. Like, it's like you work this muscle so strong that it's there now. It's like lifting weights. Now you realize, oh, I can lift heavier objects. Or it's like, running. Next, oh, I can run 5 miles now instead of 1 mile. So your conditioning is picking up, is what I'm hearing, for the changes that you're going to be making. Let's see, what is story number 1? I really get a lot of just mixed bag is what I hear. Like a lot that's good, but a lot that really just tries your patience. Some tough decisions that you're going to be making. What is already with you, focus on that. That goes back to believe that you can do it. Believe and understand that you are making headway, you are making gains. Believe that you can draw in what you want, you can attract it, you can create it, you can follow through for yourself and work through it. And then inspiration, that's from your soul, that's channeling the divine, that's connecting to spirit and being inspired, having the energy, the time, the focus to move forward. Getting those, I really feel the writing is really going to be helpful for you. The soul write, I feel like you're going to get more in touch with your soul. Maybe journal upon awakening, or like if you have a day off, spend extra time just with yourself, journaling or writing. Because I feel like there's some clear messages that want to come through for you. All right, let's look at the heart card. You've got transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers all, transforms all things. Another heart. So if you're asking about relationship, I would say that's coming in. I don't particularly know for sure 2022. I don't know about January, but there may be something you're healing with another person and moving more into that unconditional love to get the higher point of view. And for some of you, this is for yourself. I think there's a deepening with all these hearts. You've got so many, you've got all these hearts. You've got what heart here too, soul writing. 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts. It's also like getting to the heart of the matter, what really matters to you. If there is a new relationship on the horizon, it seems to deepen. Okay, there seems to be more of I get you, you get me. It seems to get easier. Beginning of the month, not so much. It seems like things begin to shift in a more life-enhancing way mid to end of January, and definitely 2022, brings new people in your life. I'm getting also that there's just a deepening in your sense of purpose, perhaps your soul's purpose, perhaps, you're doing your soul's purpose in a more meaningful way. There's this idea of giving back to society, to people, to the community. Let's see if there's any more messages for you. Look at this, new pathway, opportunity, soul growth expressed in your life. Well, there we go. That's the soul writing, ask your soul. So a lot of growth and more new direction and opportunity. Kindred spirit. So you're definitely meeting someone. Now, again, I don't know if it's January, it could be January, or a relationship deepens is what I'm hearing. So you're going to be this new pathway that's coming up for you, soul story number 2, brings more kindred spirits around you. Ask for inner guidance, listen to your dreams, connect to your higher self. Well, there it is, ask your soul. Because when we connect to our higher self, we're accessing our soul. Our higher self is a vibrational frequency. It's a higher aspect of us, a more extended or expanded dimension of us. And so then you connect to your soul. So whatever you need to know, even this kind of reading, bring it back in and ask your soul. Ask your soul. One thing I like to do is, like, if I need a confirmation on something, even if it's a video on YouTube, I'll get guided to it. I'll get like a flash, like, oh, click on that one, or I'll say I need a confirmation. I like to get 3 to 5 confirmations. It could be a book, it could be something someone says, it could be a guest that comes on my podcast, and sometimes I'll turn on YouTube, and then I'll be scrolling through, and then and sometimes it's a video I wouldn't even go towards. And then I click on, and then the message is there. It may be in the whole message, or maybe just a sentence or 2. Sometimes I'll even fast forward and I'll tune in, I'll go, okay, where is the message? And then boom, I click it and it's there. It could be at the tail end, doesn't matter. So again, ask your soul. Your soul's yearning to connect more with you. And here you've got cosmic potential, possible opportunities. So whatever you're doing, you're creating new opportunities for you in your life that's going to create, I feel for many of you, a new direction. And this direction, for many of you, you either meet someone, more people, kindred spirits, and perhaps one soulmate that becomes a life mate, or you meet this person and then you go in a new direction. So everything that you're doing, I feel, is like preparing you for this pinnacle, is preparing you for this next level. So do all that you can, all that you feel drawn to do is what I'm hearing. Do all that you feel drawn to do to assist yourself. It's like when the inspiration is there, I think you got inspiration. Yeah, when the inspiration is there, move into inspired action, because the inspiration is coming from your soul. Okay, your soul insights mantra is, my inspiration comes from my soul, and through my inspiration, I am able to move into inspired action. So I'm definitely getting with this Knave of Wands and the 3 of Wands that, and Chariot, there could be a move, there could be something with a car, new car, repair of a car, could be changing location. Chariot is also preparation for change. So this is telling me that there is going to be movement, even if the beginning of the month you don't really know where you're going or what you're doing. The mid-month you're going to be planning the move or the change, or some of you are actually doing it, but if you're not doing it, there's a plan there. So this is about listening to your soul, asking your soul, getting the soul message, then you get the insight, the inspiration, and then you move into inspired action. You actually start taking action. All right, Radiant Soul Light, wishing you a beautiful, prosperous, loving new year. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. I hope you find a resonance here and would like to be a part of this soul family. Take good care. Hello, Soul Light. If you pick soul story number 3, this is your reading and your messages. You know, I kept hearing reaching more people. Speak out, speak up. You're going to be speaking. You have a lot to share. I don't know what soul story your reading is about, soul group number 3, what your soul story is. But there seems to be this energy of more expression and sharing your experience, sharing your wisdom. Now, this could be through books, writing, you know, audiobooks, sharing, workshops, something. Or this could be also getting to move into more of a leadership position if you are working for a company. Now, some of you, I'm hearing more contract work. So some of you could be leaving a corporation or a company. Maybe you've saved up and you may be working more freelance, more contract, more working with the gig economy. You may want to look at my reading for career, for work, for entrepreneurs, business that I just did. I think I posted last week. That could be, I feel, helpful for you, because I do feel that there's a lot of career focus, teaching, sharing, something. There's a lot to do with your public or public self is what I'm hearing, soul story number 3. Okay, you've got the Witness. And I'm hearing, don't be afraid to just observe. You don't always have to act. Okay, whoever that's for. The Arrow. A lot to do with ambition and knowing where you're going. And then you got the Owl, which to me, the teacher, wisdom, using your life experience. For some of you, could be your training and life experience. I feel like January is about focusing and you're witnessing and observing. You may be also cutting certain people out of your life, or not spending as much time with them. Might be a better way to say it. You might be winding out from certain people because they're not in alignment anymore to what you want to do and where you're going, because you're seeing things very clearly is what I'm hearing. A lot of clarity that's coming up around you. And you're very decisive. I feel like if a lot of the decisions you're going to be making in January may not be external, they may be more internal decisions where you're strategizing, planning ahead, or you're seeing, okay, I'm going to need to do this down the road, or I'm going to need to do this in February or March, I'm going to need this in June, or at some point this year I'm going to do this. So there may be a lot that you're ticking off, you know, ticking off those to-dos, getting things done, getting the support. Some of you definitely doing a lot of meditation or using meditation to kind of regroup, analyze, evaluate, reevaluate. But definitely I'm hearing trust your inner knowing, trust your wisdom, trust your training and what you've learned. Some of you are wanting to, you went to school or you trained or something or done workshops, and now you want to branch out on your own. You're looking at like, okay, can I like take this on the road? Can I actually do this? Okay, let's see what's coming up. You've got the 5 of Wands. Well, that's all that work, persistent effort, working. 9 of Pentacles, right under the Arrow. Abundance, wisdom. Wisdom is also part of abundance. When you have wisdom, or your training, or where you went to school, or the workshops, or all of that, your life experience is part of abundance. That's your resources. And in astrology, that's second house, seeing yourself as a resource. And you got the 6 of Pentacles, so a lot to do with money in January and working and seeing what pays off, what comes back. 7 of Pentacles, wow, a lot to do with work, manifesting, the Star in the center. So you are the star. This is about you shining. That's what I said, more public acclaim. What did I say? Speak up, speak out. This is about being well received. Queen of Swords, speaking. Again, the writer speaking. Clear vision, okay? very decisive. Ace of Swords. So winter months, there could be some decisions and bigger changes. January, February, beginning of, March. Knave of Pentacles. And that's, again, I don't know if you can see, but this card, he's on his laptop outside. But there's all these great little elves. So there's this magical, mystical part of what you're doing and what you're creating or co-creating, right? But you're also having to do the due diligence. You have to do the earthly stuff, the mundane. It's like you want to write that great article. Well, you're not going to write it by hand, chances are, to submit it or put it on your blog or that post that you're going to do. You've got to do it on your device, your laptop or device of some sort. So this is also about getting really in alignment with what brings you creativity, what allows you to be more productive and to follow through. So I'm seeing it here, that your work is really on target. You're really in the flow of what you're doing, and it's bringing you abundance. It's bringing you acknowledgement. It's bringing you emotional fulfillment. There's finance. It's bringing you money. So there's a lot that you're seeing that's coming in, and now you're going to be laser light focused. You're going to be focusing your efforts. Okay. And then One of Pentacles. So you've got two aces here. This is bringing opportunities. So out of the decisions that you're making in the winter months brings opportunities for growth, more financial increase, okay? And also for some of you, support of some sort. So yeah, a lot to do with money, a lot to do with finance, a lot to do with career, things picking up, being acknowledged for what you do, being validated, receiving the acknowledgement. Some of you, this is going to come financially. It could be through bonuses, raises. You could increase your, your rate, and that's fine. That's well received. You could get an increase in customers or clients. If you've been working on a team, let's say in a corporation or company, you could get a better team, or somebody joins a team that is much more in alignment to you and much more helpful or supportive. So there's a lot of support, and a lot of it's coming because of your meditation. You're being aware, you're pausing to be aware of what's working or not working, or where your soul is actually directing you. And you're bringing in your wisdom. You're honoring yourself, and you're also, soul story number 3, a lot of you are looking back and going, oh, I'm not repeating that. I know where that leads. I'm not repeating that cycle. I'm not repeating that relationship. No, I'm not repeating that in this job. I'm not overgiving. I'm not overdoing, or I know where to apply effort. So really, for you, it's like meditation, contemplation is working. Meditating on something, opening, because meditation we open to receive, but a contemplation we sift through things, we analyze, and the focus. So a lot of laser light focus for you throughout the winter months is what I'm getting. Limitless, letting go. You're letting go of preconceived ideas and notions and moving into your limitless potential. You're moving more into the quantum aspect of your being. You're living more from the magic and mystery, and you have proof now. That's the owl. You have the wisdom to trust what it is that you know and what you're receiving. So this is a very empowering month. There's some things and people, like I said, you're going to have to let go of. That's part of it as well. I'll be honest. For some of you, this is not spending as much time with certain people that are a little bit time wasters, or activities that are like, okay, again, decisions, inner decisions. It's like knowing, like making changes in a diet, or making change, nutrition, or what you eat, how you eat, lifestyle, what habits. These things are coming into view. Does this really support me where I'm going? Faith in the process. That's what I said. Meditation, contemplation, prayer is in that. The faith is the wisdom, because you're seeing that you're seeing, whether it's the spiritual practices, you're seeing that things work out and in your favor. No matter what's going on, no matter how challenging or difficult, it's going to work out in your favor. You're seeing that if I apply my spiritual practices, what I call soul path tools, or my spiritual principles, if I use my spiritual tools, it works. If I use my mental emotional tools, it works. If I use my communication tools, it works. If I use my abilities, if I see myself as a resource, if I validate myself, if I take care of myself, it works. You see what I'm saying? So you're looking at your life and you're saying, hey, I've been doing this for a while and I know what works. You're using your wisdom. And many of you want to share your wisdom in various ways, whether it's how you are with others, or through a particular job or career focus. Some of you may be in HR or managing differently. Some of you, maybe it's through art or music. You know, you want to share what you see or what you know. You want to share your gifts more with others. I love this. You got the owl. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Well, this has to do with like both the owl here for wisdom, but also the arrow, because the hunter goes after what they want. So you're moving out of a time, some of you might have thought you were slacking or lazy or complacent. No, you've been contemplative. And also that there has, you've been moving in a, you're going to see, that's part of the wisdom. You're going to see, I have been making changes. I have been making gains. I have been making progress. I have been moving forward. Moving inward sometimes is actually moving forward. So again, count your blessings and honor yourself and validate, acknowledge yourself for just how far you've come, what you know now and what you're doing in your life. Look at these heart cards. Honor your unlimited potential. Many of you you're feeling that you're unlimited, like you have a lot of options. And yes, it's coming by, I'm getting these two cards. It's coming by a lot of, it's coming from a lot of work, persistent effort, but you're wondering, is it going to pay off? And yes, it's already paying off. You're building something new. With the Seven of Pentacles here, this is about planting seeds and building something new, but you have to wait a bit. You can't, some things you just have to do with time, not just timing, but if you plant a seed, no matter how much you chant or meditate, it's going to take some time to germinate and then sprout. Okay, so some of you, I do feel there is a relationship coming in, or you're wondering about a relationship. I'm getting that. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing piece. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Well, this I feel is your wisdom. I feel you've been looking at certain people and saying, God, they're so wise, or they're so insightful, or they're so intelligent. But now it's about going, I am too, in my own way. So again, it's about connecting into your own inner wisdom, your own inner knowing, and understanding that what you're admiring in someone else or respecting, you have that as well. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. This one really wanted to come out. So this to me is moving from that Five of Wands and the gift. Ace of Pentacles is a gift. Something made manifest, a need fulfilled, whether it's financial, for some of you it's going to be maybe emotional, maybe it's a person in your life, more help, more time. Usually with the Ace of Pentacles, it's something tangible, and it's something that you can use or see or touch, right? Like Ace of Swords usually is mental. It could be an idea or doing something or not doing something. So there is some kind of tangible reward, soul story number 3, for what it is you've been doing, focused on, and working on. You're about to get some kind of payout or pay off. The result, payout, some of you are paying something off, something's paid off, and there's a payout that really opens a new direction for you. You know, 2022 is going to be your year. You know, I'm doing, it'll probably be uploaded next week. I'm doing, I did do a post already on the energies of 2022. So you might want to look at that. See what your messages are here. Spirit guided messages. Soul-mated destiny, a deep connection on all levels. What did I say? So some of you are drawing in soulmate. It's going to come as a surprise, and it's a gift. This person is definitely a gift to you. Not like anyone you have been with. There's something very different about this individual. Soul-mated destiny. Let go your inner child. Let your inner child play. Creativity, self-expression. Yeah, well, that's the shine. See, even when we're working, it's soul play. It's still creative play. To the soul, it's play. When you're doing your bills, to the soul, it's play. You know, to the ego, it doesn't really like it, the human part of this. But this is all fun for the soul. All this stuff that we're doing, even the tragedies, the soul feels it. You know, there's emotions and grief, but it's interesting. It's like, oh, look what I experienced. And then you've got ask for inner guidance, listen to your dreams, and connect to your higher self. That to me is the witness. That's being that witness, observing, meditating, contemplating, journaling, especially meditation for you. And you could do a contemplation meditation where you ask a question and then meditate and see what you receive. And then celebrate your uniqueness. Look at that. Celebrate your uniqueness. Got the sunlight here and the starlight. Beautiful January, a lot going on, a lot up leveling for you. So your soul insights mantra for January is something about uniqueness for you. I'm getting a couple different okay, as I listen to my soul, I am more easily able to express from my soul. For some of you, your mantra, and this could be for both groups that I'm picking up on, but all my needs are met, and I am an example of that. That's your wisdom. No matter how challenging things get, all your needs are met, and you're an example of that. Some of the things that you're going through now, you've been through before, and you've gotten through it, and you need to connect to that and remember that. Wishing you a beautiful, prosperous, loving new year. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you feel a resonance, I'd love for you to subscribe. Of course, get the notifications. Let me know how you're doing in the chat and on the comment section. And that's a little message for me because I want to start doing lives just out of my podcast. So I'm thinking chat, but I really do feel a connection with you. I really, really do. And however I can be of help or of service, just know that I'm here. And I just wish you so much love, light, and soul expression. Take good care and shine bright.